For more, we can cross now to Rome and speak to our correspondent, Seema Gupta. Seema, what more do we know about Marco Rubio's visit? Will he actually meet the Pope?
Well, what we're hearing from media reports is that he is expected to meet the Vatican Secretary of State, which means that's his counterpart, but also Pope Leo himself. Although that said, we still have nothing officially on the Pope's official calendar in terms of a meeting, but we understand that the Secretary of State, the U.S. Secretary of State, will be here on Thursday and Friday. And if it happens, this will be the first face-to-face meeting between the U.S.-born Pope and a member of the U.S. cabinet in about a year, because the last time Mr. Rubio met the Pope together with Vice President J.D. Vance was at the Pope's inauguration last May. But of course, it's also important to note that this is coming after lots of tensions and strained ties between the U.S. and the Vatican because of an exchange of comments between the U.S. president and Pope Leo in the month of April. Now, Pope Leo has been outspoken as a critic of the U.S.-Israeli-led war in Iran. And he's also in the past been critical about the Trump administration's hardline policies in terms of their immigration stance. But it was in April, just as he was about to head to Africa on his first trip there as pontiff, that Trump took to social media and criticized Pope Leo, saying that he was weak on crime, terrible on foreign policy. He said he was not a fan of Pope Leo and that he didn't want a pope who thought it was okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. Now, Pope Leo, for his part, said that in April that Trump's threat to destroy Iran was unacceptable. He said he was not afraid of the administration. He wants to continue speaking about peace, and he has no desire really to debate the U.S. president. So this meeting, the Italian media is saying, is all about trying to thaw relations, repair some of the ties. That's what the Italian media is saying. They're saying the tensions is high, but fixing it is not impossible, but perhaps complicated.
Now, Seema, there are also tense relations with the Italian government over the Iran war, not just the defense of the Pope's comments.
Yes, exactly. I mean, what we do know, according to reports, is that foreign ministry officials seem to be confirming that Mr. Rubio will be meeting his counterpart, Antonio Tajani, the deputy prime minister, who's also the foreign minister. But we still don't know if there's going to be a meeting with the prime minister, Giorgia Meloni. Now, tensions are high between Donald Trump and Ms. Meloni, of course, because, as you mentioned, she said the criticism of the Pope was unacceptable. But on top of that, Mr. Trump said that Ms. Meloni, who at one time was one of his closest allies in Europe, he then went on in the month of April to say that she lacked courage, and accused her of failing to help the United States, and threatened to pull U.S. troops out of bases here in Italy. Now, we do know that he's made similar threats to Spain, and there are reports, of course, that 5,000 U.S. troops are being moved out of Germany as well. So could that possibly happen? The defense minister here in Italy has said he doesn't understand why there is such a suggestion. So perhaps this is also about fixing relations between the U.S. and Italy.
Seema, thank you so much for keeping us updated. That's Seema Gupta reporting there in Rome.